How's it going, everyone? Thank you for Why do I always have to start like this? Thank you for watching today's video. What? No, this is the ending. What's happened? Today I'll be talking about the newest trailers that came out the past few days. So I don't know if you guys know Comic-Con, which is like the biggest convention for comics, games and everything in the world, or one of the biggest in the world, happened a few days ago, and obviously all of the big movies, especially the movies related to comics, such as like DC and some of Marvel movies, released trailers at Comic-Con only because a lot of the audience at Comic-Con is big fans of those comics. It makes sense. And I'm going to talk about all the trailers that have been released, not just at Comic-Con, but in the past 5 days, because there have been a lot of trailers that have been released. Unfortunately, I will not be able to show you footage from the trailers, because then my channel will probably get copy striked or claimed or something like that, and I don't want to get in trouble anymore because I had the whole thing with FIFA from a few weeks ago. So yeah, I'm just going to talk to you about what I've noticed in the trailers, and then just go and watch them. I'll link them down in the description, all the ones I'm going to mention. And first of the trailers I'm going to talk about today is the Aquaman trailer. Well, first of all, thank God it finally happens, because it's been a long time since we needed a Jason Momoa Aquaman trailer, because he's one of the guys that is actually one of the better DC characters in the past few years. He's the most badass looking Aquaman we've had for a long time, and you know how in the comics Aquaman was always like they made him cool. Aquaman is cool, but when it comes to the trailer, well, honestly, I think the trailer left me with a bit of a sour taste in my mouth. It looks great, but maybe it's a bit too late. That's maybe what I'm saying. The visual effects look cool, but not as good as I would have expected them to be. Like watching the other trailers that came out in the, I don't know, the other movies that came out lately, even looking back at Justice League, I feel like the visual effects were a bit better in those than what I've seen in the trailer for Aquaman. As I said, it's a trailer, so it doesn't say everything, but some of the trailers do. And this one spoils a bit the story. I mean, it's a bit obvious what's going to happen, so you'll notice that Aquaman is basically going back to get his throne, and he's challenging his brother for the throne, and obviously everyone knows how that's going to end. One of the things I haven't looked into, which I'm curious actually, is this story happening before or after the action in Justice League and the action in Batman vs Superman, because you know that's when it starts. They look at Aquaman in the beginning and then they find him for Justice League. So I'm really intrigued of that. I would say it's after Justice League, because as far as I remember in Justice League, and this is a spoiler if you haven't watched Justice League, just go and watch it, pause the video now. In Justice League, I think Aquaman is not in Atlantis basically, so I think this is after that, but probably the information is out there, but I just didn't look up for it, so sorry for everyone if I offend or I mislead you into believing something else. But I think the action in Aquaman will happen after the action in Justice League. I hope so, at least. Jason Momoa looks cool, and one of the things that's one of the biggest problem that haters, and I'm not a hater, but I think it's a bit true, have with all the superhero movies, is the fact that everyone is trying to become sort of the Marvel-esque feeling, so they try to make it funny, and there's really unnecessary jokes at times. Of course, the delivery is really good from what I've seen in the trailers. They're funny, but going for something different, I don't think would be a mistake. Trying to be more original and not follow the same pattern would be a bit better for me personally. But as I said, I haven't seen the movie. Check the trailer out, it's pretty cool. The second trailer I saw, which is the #1 trending thing in the UK actually as of now, is the Fantastic Beasts 2 trailer, the Crimes of Grindelwald, or whatever you call him. Honestly, maybe I'm really biased towards it. I love Harry Potter. I've read all the books in both Romanian and English, and I've watched all the movies a lot of times in my life, but I didn't watch Fantastic Beasts 1 because I was not invested in it. But I know the story because, you know, being on the internet, you get spoiled a lot. So in the trailer from the Fantastic Beasts 2, I think Grindelwald, or the bad guy, is Johnny Depp. which is, wow, I mean, this was a controversy a few years ago when it was first announced that he was going to be this, because I think the character is wrote to be English, and obviously John Depp is not English. I don't really care about that. I'm intrigued into seeing him, so probably if I want to see the movie, I'll go and watch Fantastic Beasts 1 on DVD or something else. The trailer that is released so far, it's a double trailer, so there's two trailers in one, which make it way too long. If you know me or have known my opinion on trailers, has been really sad for the past 5 to 10 years, because one of my biggest problems with trailers is that they spoil the entire movie. And when I mean the entire movie, I mean the entire movie. Like the plot, the ending, the beginning, the premise, and okay, some people might say, yeah, but it doesn't matter, that's the whole purpose. It's a movie based on a book or something like that. The purpose of the trailer is to engage you and make you want to watch the movie, make you want to go and pay for the cinema ticket or the DVD when they release it, and yeah, they want you to be more invested and intrigued about it. And I think so only because I wanted to protect myself, I've only watched, so the trailer is 5 minutes 9 seconds, and I've only watched 4 minutes of it because as I reached the 4 minutes, first of all, I was a bit bored, which is weird to say about a short trailer, and I didn't want to spoil myself anymore. So I reached the 4 minute mark. That meant I watched the first trailer and a bit of the second one. And I got so many information from it. I don't want that. I just wanted to show me a few things that make me, okay, now I go to watch it in the movie theater. That's my main complaint about the trailers, and as I said, I haven't finished it watching, and I would actually recommend you to do the same because you don't want to be spoiled. The visual effects look really good. I would say, from my personal opinion and my bad computer, because I watched it on a bad computer, so maybe the visual effects look different for both Aquaman and this one on a good computer. But personally, I think the visuals for Fantastic Beasts 2, the CGI and everything looks better than the Aquaman one. As I said, it might be just because my computer is bad. But if I would have to choose between Fantastic Beasts, the Crimes of Grindelwald and Aquaman, so far I think I'm inclined into watching Fantastic Beasts, but too many spoilers in the trailer. If I would have to rate them so far, I would rate the Aquaman trailer maybe a 5 out of 10, and the Fantastic Beasts trailer a 4 out of 10. So even though the Aquaman trailer is a bit higher ranked, I rank the Fantastic Beasts trailer just looks better, but trailer-wise it's worse than the Aquaman one. I hope it makes sense. And then the last trailer I've seen, and I actually believe it's worth talking about, is my personal favorite so far, and it's Godzilla, King of the Monsters, the one that was released at Comic-Con. First of all, I'm really sad for this because it's coming out in May 2019, so we're almost 1 year away from it, but it looks cool. The visuals look really interesting. They highlight very nice the actors. I actually don't understand what's happening with the story. Then again, as I said with the other two movies, it might be because I didn't look more into it. Because I'm trying to take this this episode, like this video today, as from the perspective of a plain consumer. Even though I know a bit of the insights of the business, I'm trying just to consider. I am a consumer myself, and I want to see which one of them makes me want to buy the product in the end. So I don't understand what's happening with the story. I've got multiple things in my head. Maybe I'm just an idiot and it's really obvious in the story as well. But I don't know what's happening. Is Godzilla good? Is Godzilla bad? Is the woman in the trailer good or bad? I think she's bad, but why is it the King of Monsters? Are they afraid of them? Are they not afraid of them? Is Godzilla... It's really... I'm in shock. Then another thing, I'm a really big fan of... I forgot her name. Millie Bobby Brown, or yeah, I think that's her name. Millie. I hope I'm not mistaking her name. Let me just check. Which is she's in the thumbnail of the trailer. So yeah, Millie Bobby Brown. Thank God I knew her name. I think she's a really talented actress, and I think she's one of the best actresses that I've seen in the many years since, like, I don't know, the 90s. She has really good, cool scenes in the trailer. As I said, the trailer doesn't spoil anything, but it shows amazing visuals. There's one thing I'm afraid of, actually. It reminds me of the trailer for the original Pacific Rim. And the trailer for the original Pacific Rim was pretty freaking great. The movie was, but the trailer was good. That was an example of a trailer done right. This is an example of a trailer done right. So if I could actually rate this, I would probably rate it an 8 out of 10 personally. It's been a long time since I've seen a trailer made this good, personally. It has good audio, good visuals. Just one thing that kind of stopped it from making it to a 9 out of 10 or 10 out of 10 is the fact that there's a line at the end of the trailer. If you're going to watch it, you're gonna when someone tells one of the main characters, the woman, "Oh, you are bad," or something like that. I think that wasn't necessary. But as I said, I'm still intrigued. I still don't know what's happening exactly. Who's the woman? Who's the good guy? Who's the bad guy? And how are they going to solve it? Are they going to solve it? The trailer left an open ending, and the acting looked really good in the trailer. Yeah, that's all I can say about it. So I think Godzilla King of the Monsters is the best trailer I've seen today, and I'm the one I'm most looking forward to. And fourth and last is the trailer for Shazam, which was also released at Comic-Con, and it's also coming in late, I think it's coming in 2019, so it's still far away. So the whole concept of Shazam, if you watch the trailer, will be explained. It's a kid that says Shazam and turns into the superhero. The only fun thing I believe it is, and as I said, some people noticed in the comments, the kid that plays Shazam, pre-Shazam, has a deeper voice than the adult that plays Shazam. That's pretty funny. Some nice delivery in it. I know Shazam is supposed to be more funny, so the jokes in it are more purposed. I see the purpose of the jokes in Shazam more than the ones in Aquaman. And yeah, I mean, as I said, another thing, maybe again a bit too long of a trailer. I would rate it 6, 7 out of 10. It's intriguing. As I said, the jokes make sense in it. Maybe they're not the best jokes, but as I said, it's the trailer and you don't want to put the best jokes in it, so I hope they didn't do that. I like the visuals, first of all, when you'll see the trailer, when what's happening? 1 second, guys. I think the visuals are really interesting for the Shazam trailer. I liked the scene when basically the boy becomes Shazam and meets the Shazam owner. You'll see what I mean. The visuals are quite cool. He's in the underground, he's going subway, whatever. He comes out, there's like a nice crypt or whatever you want to call it, and it's a nice exchange. The Shazam spirit, or as I said, I'm not an expert on it, so don't flame me, please. Tells him that the magic word is Shazam. The kid laughs, which is what a kid would do maybe in that circumstance. So it's quite nice. And then there's a really nice scene afterwards when he goes home to his brother-in-law. He's an adopted, you'll see what I mean. And he puts on the window, "Don't scream," and the kid screams, and that's really funny as well. So yeah, I think the Shazam trailer is quite good. I'm looking forward to it in a way, more than the Aquaman one and what was the other one, and Fantastic Beasts. So if I would have to rate the 4 trailers in this video, I would say Godzilla King of the Monsters, probably the best one. Then Shazam, followed by Aquaman and Fantastic Beasts, which were I think the problem with Fantastic Beasts and Aquaman is that they're just cashing in on big franchises. And I'm afraid that those will actually drag down a bit the quality and the potential of the movies. Although Aquaman is really awesome for the first time in tens of years. So yeah, that's all for today's video. I know it was a bit different than what you're used to, but I just felt intrigued by these. I'm sorry I can't put them in, but as I said, I don't want to get in trouble anymore than as it happened with FIFA, so I don't want to get in trouble with DC, Marvel, whatever these, whoever does these. So Warner Bros. And everything. Thanks for watching, guys. Just go and check the trailers out. I'll leave them down in the description. I hope you enjoyed my opinion video on this. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, turn notification on, add on favorite, and I don't know, just YouTube stuff. Leave a comment down below and tell me what trailer do you enjoy the most. Yeah, go check the trailers out and then drop a comment and tell me. I'm really curious. I'll actually make a poll here as well. So yeah, I post videos every day. Subscribe. Thanks for watching. See you tomorrow, whatever I make.
Don't stop doing that, shaking things.